is Melissa P. Dunn. I am the CEO of MD Marketing Network and the founder of this Dunn Wisdom movement, where we pride ourselves with introducing you to individuals and organizations that are really just getting things done. People that are using their life for change, using their life for good, people who are committed to doing good. And you know what? Making some money too. So today I'm going to be introducing you to someone whom I met actually a couple of years ago. She was one of the women of distinction for the Lauderhill Regional Chamber of Commerce. And as you know, that was one of my pet projects. Ms. Teshanne Phillips is the founder and CEO of I Am Hope Foundation. Welcome to the show.
I'm very excited to be. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited to be here today. So thank you so much for having me. It's great seeing you, and congratulations, Commissioner.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the congratulations, but I'm going to say congratulations to you. I mean, I'm watching you. Not only are you helping folks here in South Florida, but you're global now.
Yes, I'm humbled. I'm humbled. There's so much work to do around the world, and God has just truly blessed me and given me the drive, to just move forward and just get the work done. So I'm excited about the all of the projects that we are doing around the globe, especially in Africa.
All right. Well, before we talk about the projects, I want you to share with me a little bit about yourself and your journey. What do you do in your day job? Give us a little bit of background.
Sure. My name is Teshanne Phillip. Very definitely juggle a lot. I am the CEO and founder of the I Am Hope Foundation. Our goal is to restore hope in every nation. In addition to, I am a faculty program mentor at a university. So I help adult students achieve their lifelong goal of earning their college degree. I'm also a single mother, and I'm working on my doctorate. So life has been pretty interesting. Yes, I am. I am finally on chapter 2 of my dissertation, so I'm excited about that.
Listen, so you know how to juggle things and get it done, clearly.
Yes, I'm working through it. I'm working on that.
So let's start first with your, a lot of women have this idea, something that they want to do, a passion that they want to pursue while they're having their day job. And for some, that passion is service-based. Mm-hmm. Could you help us to understand what your process was when you came up with this idea of launching the foundation? Like, what made you decide to do it, number one, and number two, what was your process?
The foundation wasn't something that I dreamt about, or it wasn't a part of my master plan. Sometimes when we have our own plan, God shifts and say, you know what, let me laugh at you because I have something bigger for you. A few years ago, about 6 years ago, I started writing books. So I am an author of 6 books, and I'm actually starting my publishing company as well. So that's definitely on my plate. And I am a writing consultant. So I do have clients that I work with. So I started writing books about 6 years ago, and then from writing and publishing books, I started doing women's conferences. So I was traveling to the Virgin Islands doing women's conferences there. That's actually where I'm from. And then I traveled to Nevis, where I was born. I was raised in the Virgin Islands, born on the island of Nevis. Traveled to Nevis, did a women and youth empowerment conference there. When we came back, I posted on Facebook and I said, where should we go next? And someone posted Africa. And I said, okay, well, let's definitely do this. If there's a need there, let's just go over there. So helping people has always been a passion of mine, but at that time, it was more to help people heal, to help people internally, rather than helping them with their basic needs. Because at that time, it was all about empowerment, how to help women and children get to the next level. So when we traveled to Africa, I realized that there was such a dire need there.
Oh, it looks like we might have lost Teshanne there for a minute. I'm not really sure what's happening, but I'm going to just keep talking for a second while we work to get her back. A Facebook user says, I can't stay, but we'll listen to this later. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning. Good morning, Tina. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning to you. Tina says, my family is from St. Kitts and Nevis. Yes. Welcome, Tina. Hey, Tina, do you have any questions for our guest? So let me tell you, one of the things that I've noticed, all right, here you go.
Yes, I'm telling you, the enemy is busy.
We're going to put our foot on, we're going to like get behind us, right? Get behind us.
Exactly. We have work to do. We have work to do.
Yes. So you were saying that you went to Africa and you realized that there were a lot of need.
There was a dire need there. And what made me realize that, okay, that this was not just a one-time trip where I can just go and see the place. It made me realize that I needed to be there. I needed to be there to plant that seed. When we visited we visited about 4 schools while we were there the initial time. And then we visited the last school, and the principal gave me a bottle of water. And I said to the principal, no, just let's give it to the kids. And I gave the water to one of the little kids, and he shared that one bottle of water with 7 of his other friends.
Wow.
And by him sharing that one bottle of water with his other friends, I knew that there was something greater for me to do in this world. And that is how the I Am Hope Foundation started, because I realized that we can all make a difference. Sometimes people think, well, oh, this is such a large project, or it's bigger than I am. But it only takes one person to say yes, to make that commitment, to say, yes, I'm going to do something to help make a difference around the world. And I'm very proud of the progress that we have made thus far.
Oh, tell us about the progress. Yeah. What countries in Africa do you go to?
Kenya. So we visited, we adopted a school in Kenya. However, we've also done work in Ghana. So our school is in Kenya. When we adopted the school was made out of clay, like that hard mud. So it was like a hut, pretty much. And then the inside of the floors were just dirt. So when the kids would play, you would just see the dirt everywhere. And the dirt is so unhealthy, and there are worms in the dirt that would actually go into their feet, and the kids would die from the dirt. So we plastered the floors of the classroom, we plastered the walls, we painted the inside and the outside of the classroom. And right now we're working on repairing the roof of the classroom. So we have made some significant progress there. We've also implemented a food and nutrition program where you can feed one child 2 meals per day, 5 days per week for the entire year for $95. So with our food and nutrition program, we've seen drastic results in students participating more in school. Their pass rate, because they're not hungry, right? They're able to focus on their studies, and more students are excelling. And most importantly, they're not dying of hunger as they were before. So to me, that's definitely a win-win. So I'm excited about the work that we have been doing there. My team and I have been visiting every year. We didn't do last year because of COVID, but we are planning on returning in June. One of the other projects that I'm very proud of is we built a kitchen. So they now have a kitchen so they can prepare meals for the kids. And we're in the process, in addition to repairing the roof, we're in the process of creating a garden so that they can start growing their own crops, so that we can teach them how to sustain on their own. So, and that's definitely something that's huge, because you can give someone a fish and they will eat for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, then they will eat for a lifetime. And that's the long-term goal for what we're doing there.
I love that. I love that a lot. I mean, and just think about it. $95 can literally feed a child 2 meals a day for a whole year.
For the whole year, only for the 5 days a week while they're there. On the weekends, unfortunately, they do not eat. And that's something that we're working on. But these kids only eat if they receive a sponsor. And there are a lot of children there without sponsors. So we are working on trying to ensure that everyone can get a sponsor. So
Well,
It's a lot of work.
how can we help, Teshanne? If anyone that's watching right now would like to sponsor a child, giving that $95 to sponsor a child, or alternatively, just make a quick donation, how can they do that?
You can do so through our website, the iamhopefoundation.org, iamhopefoundation.org. And we are a 501c3. So all of your donations, you can get a write-off for that. There is, in addition to the sponsoring a child, there's so much more that we want to do while we are there. We're heading there in June, and our goal is to feed up to 1,000 families. We're going to be visiting various villages and feeding them. If COVID has been such a major impact on families here in the US, so many people are out of work, so many people, because our foundation has assisted with food for a lot of families here. And Melissa, you have done a phenomenal job with your city and ensuring that they're receiving the help that they need. But unfortunately, in Africa, they don't have that. They don't have the stimulus checks. They don't have the organizations and the cities providing food. So we want to be a blessing to various families while we are there in Kenya. We want to be able to not only provide them with a hot meal while we are there, we want to be able to bless them with groceries. We are going to be having a women's conference, a men's conference, a youth conference. And one of the things that I want to do, I want every little girl to feel like a princess. I want every little girl to know that, you know what, she's worthy, that she matters. I want every little boy to know that he's worthy, that he matters. So we are at the youth conference, we are going to bless every little girl with a tiara. Every little girl dreams of being a princess. So our goal, we are collecting tiaras. And for the little boys, I want to be able to bless them with a bow tie or a necktie so that we can teach them how to tie so that they can look forward to being a man, how to dress and walk like a man. So I'm excited about the work that we're getting ready to do over there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And what's so interesting is that there's a direct impact. Hey, Miss Joy, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then Tina says, Lord, thank God for this woman. Indeed, indeed.
Thank you, Tina.
Awesome project. So Miss Joy and Tina, if you guys would like to help, I'm going to ask you to do two things right now. I'm going to ask you to share this video with your audience. And I'm also going to ask if you can Cash App I Am Hope Foundation or go to iamhopefoundation.org and make a contribution. Even if all you can do right now is $1, it'll help. But if you can sponsor a child for $95, that would be even better. But whatever it is that you can do, let's mobilize the Done Wisdom Morning Show audience to help this organization so that they can then help the kids in Kenya.
Exactly. And, you know, the funds are definitely needed because we definitely need money to be able to do the things that, you know, we desire to do for them. However, if for some reason you're not in position to make a financial contribution, we are also collecting toiletries, school supplies. We need backpacks. I need about 125 more backpacks. We need sanitary napkins. The young ladies in Africa, they do not have access to the sanitary napkins. So when they're on their monthly, they miss school. Could you imagine not being able to go to school for an entire week every month because you're on your menstrual? That's one of the challenges that the young ladies encounter there in Africa that we don't ever have to worry about here in the US. So we are desperately in need of sanitary napkins so that we can ensure that these young ladies do not have to miss school at all whenever they're on their menstrual. So there's a lot that we're also trying to collect to ensure that these kids are prepared. I want to ensure that they're prepared for school by having the supplies that they need. When we were there about 3 years ago, we provided them with backpacks, and they've never had backpacks. You should have seen the joy and the pride on their faces just by having a backpack. We also need closed toe shoes for the children. Closed toe shoes. I mentioned before that the worms from the ground goes up into their feet and it kills them. unfortunately, they do not have access to the medication that we have here. So we want to make sure that their feet are protected when they're running outside and playing, because we want them to play. We want them to be happy little kids and not have to worry about being infected because they don't have shoes to wear.
Good point. Good point. And so, yes, that's the question Tina's asking. Is it $95 yearly to sponsor a child?
Yes, Tina, if you are in a position to continuously be a blessing every year, we would definitely appreciate that. However, if you are only able to do a one-time contribution for the entire year, then absolutely we will take that.
$95. Where are you going to go? Where can you take the items that they collect?
I can actually come to you. I am located in Coral Springs, but I am mobile. I can definitely, if you're in South Florida, I will make it very easy for you and I can come to you.
Okay, fantastic. Maybe you should have a drop-off box or something like that people can drop it off at a central location if they want to make a donation. And yeah, that would be a good place to have like a central location where everybody can just bring the items and drop them off.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so let's think about what that could look like, and then maybe encourage people to drop off items. But can you imagine? I mean, I remember when I was going in school, and I had really bad cramps. The worst thing was, I might miss a class until my medication kicks in, and then I'll go on with the rest of my class. But I always had all the supplies that I need. I mean, women, imagine not being able to go to school because you don't have sanitary napkins. Or even, I'm sure if that's the case for girls, I'm sure for women, it's a challenge too.
It is. It is definitely. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle because, I have been brainstorming and saying, how can I help them, not just by putting a Band-Aid on the situation, how can I help them long term? And you nailed it when you say that women, when they're unable to work to help bring in that additional income, because when they have on their menstrual, they're unable to work for that week. So there's a cycle with why they're constantly living in a place of poverty because of something as simple to us as sanitary napkins. When I was there a few years ago, when I spoke to the young ladies and I gave them the pads, one of the young ladies said to me that sometimes she used rags or leaves and it's very uncomfortable. Leaves, like the banana leaves.
Oh, wow.
So not having pads is one problem, but by using substitute, it causes infections.
Yeah.
So it's another issue. So it's such a large project that's near and dear to my heart that we use every day. These are things that's accessible to us. So I'm pleading with you, when you go to the grocery store, and you are purchasing your sanitary napkins for the month, just buy an extra pack if you are able to, so that you can bless a woman or a teen in Kenya.
Wow, I love that. Well, I'm gonna commit to sponsoring a child, Teshanne, and I'm also going to commit to getting some supplies. Yeah. Okay, so Tina says, I'm looking forward to helping. Let Miss Phillips know that our family is from the same place.
Where are you from, Tina? The Virgin Islands or Nevis? Listen, I always get excited when I see my people. Oh, so we definitely have to connect. Tina, and I have to share this, Melissa. One of the reasons I'm so passionate about the I Am Hope Foundation is because when I was a child growing up in Nevis, I was born in Nevis. I did not move to the Virgin Islands until I was 8 years old. Hope was not a word that I heard of. Hope was not something that I dreamt of. I grew up living in poverty. Plenty of times I went to sleep hungry because my grandmother, whom I lived with, didn't have anything for me to eat. So I know what it's like to go to sleep hungry. So my mission is to ensure that no child ever has to go to sleep hungry because I know what it's like. It's such an uncomfortable feeling. So I'm pretty sure that so many can relate. But that's why I'm so passionate about the I Am Hope Foundation, because now we're all in a unique position to impact change and to bring hope to the hopeless.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And the thing that's so amazing about this is that all of us, no matter how small, all of us have an opportunity to have an impact in the world, right? And so you are taking on the big task of organizing and making the trip. And so how we can help you have an impact on the kids is by cash apping $1 or $5. Or going on the website and sponsoring a child, or alternatively, just buy an extra pack of sanitary napkins and donate.
Exactly. Right? Exactly.
So you know what, Teshanne, let's do this. Let's put your number so that if anybody would like to make a donation of items, that they can call you and arrange for pickup. Could you give us the number?
Yes, I just posted 786 356 4986.
Say it again.
786 356 4986.
So that's the number that you can call. And ladies, if you belong to an organization, if you belong to a sorority, if you even have like your circle of girlfriends, why don't you guys pull together and maybe do a collection and as a group make a donation, right? Maybe you guys can have brunch this weekend, and instead of ordering a mimosa, you take that mimosa money and provide it for the kids so that they can have what they need.
Right.
All right.
It's such a blessing.
So Teshanne, I heard that you also have merchandise that people can buy if they wanted to have something and still make a donation, right?
Yes. Yes. So do we have the flyer available? We are selling shirts and hoodies, because it's one thing we want to make sure that we're not just asking for your donation. We want you to have something as well. So the t-shirt says, I restore hope. And then the hoodie said, I rock at restoring hope. So I love wearing these. They're comfortable. It makes a statement. We all do restore hope. And all of the funds are going directly to the cause, everything that we need for Kenya, purchasing the food for the families, getting the tiaras and the ties for the children. So if you are interested in purchasing one of these items, placing an order, all of the information are right there on the flyer.
Okay, fantastic. And so they can go to the website to do that as well?
Correct. Everything is there.
I Am Hope Foundation.
Or you can reach out to me. We make it very, very simple. You can always just text, reach out to me, and I can make it happen for you.
All right, fantastic. And we have the number on the bottom of the screen there, so you can just text or call Teshanne and arrange if you want to get a t-shirt, or alternatively donate items for her to take with her to Kenya in June. The information is right there. So listen, I want to thank you so much for all that you're doing for our children. So you're planning to go in June.
Yes.
Right? Do you accept volunteers?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, everyone wants to go to Africa. In order for anyone to volunteer, to even be considered to go to Africa, they have to volunteer locally first. We do a lot locally. So just to ensure that your heart is in the...
Tell us a little bit about your local projects.
The local projects. We are not, although we're based in South Florida, we tend to think that we are able to restore hope everywhere. Right. So in South Florida, we provide clothes, shoes, toiletries to those that are in need. We help families, especially those who are preparing for a job interview, preparing for need a professional attire. We are able to provide those to those families here in South Florida. We have provided kids in October. We provided kids at an orphanage in New York with winter coats. From February through August of last year, from March to August of last year, we provided $50 gift cards to families here in South Florida, New York, Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, the Virgin Islands, with gift cards so that they can purchase food during the pandemic. We were able to provide school supplies to children here in South Florida, children on the island of Nevis, the island children in the Virgin Islands, and children in New York. So we have been blessing those as much as we possibly can all throughout the year. But this year has been a little bit slower for us due to decrease in donations as a result of the pandemic. But we're still here. There was a fire in Coral Springs about 4 months back, and we were able to bless a family with furniture. We collect furnitures as well, furniture, clothes, shoes, toiletries. So we were able to help them to have a new start after losing everything during that fire.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. An opportunity for you to serve. Go ahead and go to IamHopeFoundation.org or Cash App I Am Hope Foundation if you want to support the cause. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for everything that you do in the community. And I know God will continue to bless you so that you can continue to bless others.
Thank you so much. And you have been doing a phenomenal job. You are one of our I Am Hope heroes. I see you whenever I drive through Lauderhill. I see that big billboard with your face on it, and I am just so proud because I know that you're out there doing the work. And we don't always uplift other people when we see that they're doing a good job. So coming from me, I wanted to just tell you, I so appreciate all that you are doing for the people in Lauderhill. I think you are doing a phenomenal job, and I'm grateful that you're in that position.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And let me know how I can support you. I'll go ahead today and make my my donation.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then I think I have a couple of packages of sanitary napkins that I no longer need. So we'll make that donation to you as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Have a great one.
All right, my pleasure. All right, everyone. So here is a perfect opportunity for you to be the change that you want to see in the world. $1 is great. You can Cash App it to I Am Hope Foundation or any amount. If you would like to have a t-shirt or make a donation, please reach out to Teshanne. IamHopeFoundation.org. Thank you so much. Thank you in advance for being willing to support and be of service. I want to remind you to be kind and loving to yourself today. You deserve it. See you here on Wednesday at 9 a.m.